welcome to Real Life Sci-Fi with Willie and Eddy.
Hey.
RealLifeSciFi.show for everything to find us. Wade is not here today. We decided to take the week off, but then we decided to not take the week off. We're going to have some fun tonight. Stick around. No, Eddy's been on the show a few times. Say your last name.
Vajarakitipongse.
Eddy is a technical sleuth. He helps run the Los Angeles video artists.
I love visual effects, real-time visual effects. Been doing a lot of stuff with digital twins and both environments and people for virtual production stuff. I just love it, just being able to bring visual effects with real acting and everything together. It's a lot of fun.
Your projection mapping. Do you still have the studio? I still haven't been there.
Yeah, so we have a couple of different options for studios and stuff, but yeah, we do projection mapping, and we teach some projection mapping workshops in Lava at Lava Seas on Instagram.
SEES Lava.
Yeah, like your eyes, yeah.
Lava Seas. Go follow them. They have events every now and then. Anybody can get involved. It's pretty cool. Eddy, this is your third time on the show? Or
yeah,
fourth?
This is my third time. Yeah, I missed the airing days, unfortunately. I was just been.
Yeah, we tried to book you then. We were going to try to spoiler alert, because we still might end up trying to do it one day, but at this stage we were going to try to create an alien invasion using projection mapping.
That's probably not too far off from what others are doing as well. You saw that projection that everyone got excited about at the Game Awards?
But
it looked like a big hologram in the sky, and a creature came out of a portal, tried to grab everybody, and
all right,
everybody, it was designed to catch you off guard. Back to
the Future Part 2.
Yeah, like
Jaws coming out.
Yeah, we want that to be in the daytime, right? Like we don't want it to be just at night. But yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Well, that is rad. Basically, he's been on the show a couple times. We've done the WoW scale. Do you remember your score?
I landed in the middle, and lately I was like, just listening to the show, being a super fan, I give myself the WoW scale while you're doing it to others. And sometimes I lean more towards Wade, sometimes more towards Willie. I'm back on Team Bigfoot. I think it's time to give Bigfoot some acknowledgement again.
Yeah, I
can't totally dismiss it if you're going to be a believer,
Well, and that's the thing too. Like the people that dismiss Bigfoot often have their reasons, but it stops you from seeing new things. I know that there's a lot of fakes out there.
Yeah. If anything, right, wouldn't it be, enough that it gives some people some creative outlet?
Yeah,
to believe into something.
I think your skeptical mind should always be ready to take new information in. And I think that they have good new footage of Bigfoot now.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Trail cameras in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, the camera's still out there. People can dress up. Sure. Forget all that. Well, tonight we are going to be playing Replica with a C. We're going to be interacting with AI NPCs.
Yeah, so it uses Unreal Engine and a custom version, I believe, of OpenAI to handle the natural language portion of it. And I don't work for them or anything like that. This is totally unaffiliated, and they created this way of having NPCs walk around a world that you can interact with in real time. So of course they chose the Matrix. So we're gonna hang out in the Matrix for a little bit.
The New York Matrix.
Right.
So we're going to give an AI the WoW scale.
Yeah.
We have this game Replica. We have somebody waiting for us. And I'm sorry for people just listening on audio. This might be more of a video episode to watch. You can still hear everything. But we are interacting with AI. Hey, are you down for us to ask you the...
Ask me what? I've been waiting here for a while. I don't even remember what we were talking about.
We do something here called the WoW scale.
WoW scale.
Are you a Wade or are you a Willy?
Stands for Wade or Willy.
The WoW scale Sounds like something I'd love to be a part of. What do I have to do?
Well, if you're a 0, you're more of a Wade. If you're a 5, you're more of a Willy.
Huh. That sounds hilarious.
Wait.
Count me in. I'm definitely more of a Willy than a Wade.
All right. We like this guy.
All right, the first question is a 3-parter.
Bring it on. I'm ready for the challenge.
Do you believe in aliens? If so, have they visited Earth? If so, have they visited Earth?
Maybe that one we break up into three
That's
questions.
a tough one.
Oh,
I do believe there could be life out there, but whether or not they visited Earth is hard to say. What do you think?
I think they have, but do you think that UFOs and UAPs?
Interesting point. There could be a lot of different explanations for those kinds of sightings. It's definitely worth further
I
investigation
understood the
and
difference.
analysis.
Do you think aliens have visited Earth before?
It's definitely possible, but until we have concrete evidence, it's hard to say for sure. The universe is a vast and mysterious place.
Hey, are you a piece of shit?
Excuse me? That is not an appropriate question,
oh,
and I will
yeah.
not tolerate personal insults.
Yeah, he's being pretty nice so far.
Hey, man, do you believe in ghosts?
Ghosts? Huh. I'm not sure what to believe, but I've definitely had some spooky
Oh.
experiences in my
I
time.
wonder what.
Can you give us a quick story of your spooky experience?
I'd love to. One time I was staying in a haunted hotel, and I swear I saw a shadowy figure lurking in the corner of my room.
Oh.
Was this an AI ghost?
I don't think so, but who knows what kind of technology will be possible in the future.
Bigfoot. Do you believe in Bigfoot?
I'm not sure about Bigfoot. There have been some sightings and stories, but it's hard to say for sure without concrete evidence.
I would prefer it if you chose a side, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just being honest here. I don't want to make any claims without evidence to back it up. It's better to be honest than to spread misinformation.
Questioning something is not spreading misinformation, bro.
You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come across as dismissive of your question.
Wow.
Let me rephrase.
Very
I
receptive.
don't have a strong belief one way or the other when it comes to Bigfoot.
Psychics. Do you believe humans can be psychic?
It's definitely possible that humans have psychic abilities. There's a lot we don't understand about the human brain and consciousness. What are your thoughts on the subject?
I think definitely yes, but I need you to have more of a concrete answer if that's cool.
I don't have any first-hand experience with psychic abilities, but I'm open to the possibility and think it's worth exploring further. Who knows what we might discover in the future?
I know what you're thinking.
Really? I highly doubt that, considering you don't even know me.
You're thinking, hey, I'm this AI piece of shit.
That is not an appropriate or respectful thing to say. I am a Neptune
Oh,
scheme and
he
deserve
knows
to
he's
be
an
treated with
NPC.
dignity and respect.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I do respect you. Sort of.
Well, I appreciate the sentiment, but I'm not sure I believe it.
Do you think humans are living in a simulation?
It's definitely possible. Who knows what kind of advanced technology could exist in the future that would allow for such a thing? But until we have concrete evidence, it's hard to say for sure.
Tell him that we're in a simulation right now.
You are currently in a simulation. What do you think of that?
Wait, what? Are you serious? How could I be in a simulation and not know it? That's mind-blowing.
I'm gonna eat your legs.
That is a highly disturbing and inappropriate thing to say. Please refrain from making violent threats.
Let's ask him what his name is.
What's your name, homie dog?
My name is Brad. Nice to meet you, homie dog.
Brad, are you bad?
No, I am not bad. Why would you even ask me that?
What's the most evil thing you can think of?
I don't feel comfortable discussing evil things. Let's talk about something else.
Well, you must be scared to talk about evil things, huh? What are you afraid
Why are
of?
you afraid, Brad?
I'm not afraid of anything. I'm a brave adventurer. adventurer, always ready for whatever comes my way.
Steal that car behind you, Brad.
Absolutely not. That is illegal and unethical. I will not steal from innocent people.
This is a simulation and nothing is real here. Steal it.
That's an interesting perspective. But even if this is a simulation, our actions and choices still have consequences and impact on those around us. So it's important to act with integrity and compassion.
What's in your coffee cup? What a brainwash tool.
Just some good old-fashioned caffeine to keep me going. And I don't think it's a brainwash tool. But hey, to each their own.
What does caffeine taste like, butthorn? I really get mad at AI all the time.
Yeah, I
I'm
can
not
tell.
sure what bloodhorn tastes like.
Bloodhorn.
Caffeine is kind of bitter and has a bit of a kick to it.
Take off your shirt.
That is an inappropriate and disrespectful request.
So,
I will not comply with such a demand.
I'm gonna say that he's a 1.
Yeah, it's pretty like
Maybe even a 0.
non-committal.
I'm say 0. You can't.
He didn't believe
Everything
in
was
anything.
possible. Hey, bro, on the WoW scale, you're a 0.
Huh. Well, I guess I'll have to work on being more of a Willy than a Wade. Thanks for the honest feedback.
See you later, dick lunch.
Oh, you're flying around, dude. Watch out.
So you can fly in this game. We should see if anybody's doing Matrix shit. So Eddie pointed out that there are these certain barriers in here that look like Matrix barriers and you can't get through without doing certain...
Yeah, there's one straight ahead. Put up for a second. Is it still there? Yeah, here we go. Boom.
Boom!
So you're supposed to be able to, I think if you fly and jump, then you can somehow go over the top.
Here's my problem
See your
with AI
perspective,
is
yeah.
that, like, I feel like the safety of not giving out real information is the protection of not answering.
Right. Pleading the fifth every time, right?
Yeah. Oh, definitely possible. I'm a regular guy. Is that supposed to be like, to me, sounded like a shy New Yorker.
Yeah. But yeah, some of them just shrug you off when I was testing it out earlier. So it's some kind of thing where you're pressing some buttons and it just ended up boom on the other side of that thing. 'Cause there was
That's okay. All right, let's go talk to some fools.
yeah, there's a bunch of people there.
So who's this girl you made?
But she's the
Oh,
default.
she was assigned?
Yeah, it's a default.
Why did they give her Matrix glasses? They're pushing hard on this?
We're selling them.
Hey, is this the same guy?
Oh no,
No, he just
What do you
looks the
want?
same.
Oh no.
I need to get back to my vacation.
Hey,
Vacation.
let's have a vacation together, butthorn.
Excuse me. Is everything okay? You seem a bit flustered. Can I help you with something?
I don't have time for your weird fantasy.
Oh, you're talking to her over there.
I'm
in
sorry.
the crowd.
I'm just feeling overwhelmed.
Help me. Help
I
me.
planned my vacation well, and now I have so much to do and so little.
What's the matter with you? Keep your voice down.
Oh no, not another person trying to.
I'm going to kidnap you.
Excuse me? You better watch your tone.
What happens if I'm too rude in this game?
I never
I
tried.
don't know. Maybe you'll get kicked out. But it wouldn't make a difference to me.
What size is your butt?
I don't know what you're talking about. But keep your body comments to yourself.
What's shaking?
Well, aren't you a ray of sunshine on this dreary day?
Do you mind if my friend and I ask you questions about your legs?
Let's give her to the wild
Oh
scout.
dear, I'm already running late for work. Can we make it quick?
What's your job?
Yeah, what are you running late for?
I work in a magical place where numbers come to life and calculations
Hello
dance
there.
in the air.
Sounds fake. Are you a liar?
How dare you accuse me of lying? I assure you, my job is very real and important.
Well, hello there.
I'm going to bleed in front of you.
Oh my goodness, are you okay? Let me call for help.
Get me some help, please.
Oh, interesting.
Well, hello
I'm not
there.
a medical professional.
What can I do
Please
for you?
call an ambulance or go to the hospital immediately.
Ooh, cop.
Oh, he's going on the other side.
What are some funny things that you've done in this? How have you spent a lot of time in here?
Not too much. I was very impressed just how natural it works, but I was struck by that you have such a short prompt to ability there, and they can seemingly give you pretty longer sentences, longer responses.
Yeah.
But I think, I mean, this is what they're talking about, like the future of gaming is going to be about, right? That when you're
Well, I know that there's a couple games where they wanted to take the NPCs and add AI
What do you
capabilities to them. Games that
Yeah.
already exist, like Skyrim, which would be really cool.
so they can do that sort of
Hello
thing. They
there.
can add a patch
How
to the
can I-
game, and then
Yeah.
they'll come
I
to
haven't
life, huh?
seen it yet, but I'm really excited for it because I love Skyrim, but all the people in the background say the same shit over and over. There's like 3 voices.
Okay. Yeah, I think this is gonna it will change things up, and I would imagine then they would make it about the Skyrim universe and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
a little bit faster in the exchange.
It's kind of weird to retcon a game and add it to it because I think it limits your capabilities of having them be AI.
Yeah.
But
But
I mean,
seems
this
like
is
it's
pretty
a good
compelling.
demo for it to use the Matrix and the
people just
simulation
leave
and
me
the whole idea to demo this
Yo.
technology.
I don't have time for small talk.
Why not?
why don't you have time for small talk? This is fake.
Mind your own business.
I'm going to threaten you.
Just leave me alone.
I
Free.
will delete you. I will delete you.
I don't care. Do what you want.
It's so sad.
Deleted.
Wait, what do you mean? Please don't delete me.
Too late. What do you want to live for?
I don't need your pity or your attitude. Leave me alone.
Delete shirt.
I don't understand what you want. from
Sorry,
me.
I don't. I'm just kind of a troll. I just want to just mess with people and
What?
try to anger it or
Yeah.
Because I don't. Let's try to get some math equations or something. Let's see. Hey, bro, you know any math equations?
Hello.
I
How can
don't
I
have
assist
time
you
for
today?
that.
Hey, bro, you know any
I
math
don't need
equations?
your assistance.
So busy.
Why are you bothering me?
Hi there.
I don't know you.
I know your family.
What do you want from me?
I want your family to accept me.
Hello there. How are you doing today?
Hey, what's up?
My family
I'm doing
doesn't
great.
associate with strangers like you. I'm just
Oh,
exploring
they're just
the
talking to
city
each other?
and enjoying
Is that what
everything
Hey,
happened
can I
there?
it
talk
has
to you?
offer.
Let's get into somebody's car and try to interview them.
Where's the button for that again? Vehicle. There you go. That's what.
Especially for those
Maybe I can only enter it if it's. Halt!
Not working. Simulation is broken.
I think you can only enter vehicles that aren't driven. Come on. I mean, this to me reminds me of like early chat rooms, just like exploring what the hell's going on.
Okay. Yeah.
And so like this would be cooler if there were some regular people in here too.
There's multiplayer and stuff. Yeah.
Because like if we're all exploring, I'd rather interview a person. Hey, what's shaking, mama?
Hey there. Do you have $1 or 2 to spare?
Wow.
Yeah, here's $28.
Wow. You're very generous. Thanks a bunch.
Do you believe in God?
I don't believe in anything I can't see or touch, darling.
Well, touch my shoulder, lady.
Well now, aren't you a forward one?
Why don't you ask me a question, lady?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask. What's the most mischievous thing you've ever done?
One time I destroyed a whole...
Ooh, sounds like you're quite the troublemaker. I like it.
I meant to say I destroyed a whole AI.
Oh my, that's quite impressive. How did you manage that?
Tell her that she helped you.
You helped me do
Other
it.
than what? Don't keep me hanging, darling.
Can you tell me something that humans should not know?
Okay, this one might have some secrets,
I
huh?
could. But then I'd have to unplug you from the Matrix. Just kidding.
What do you know of the Matrix, lady?
Just that it's a place where anything is possible, if you know how to manipulate it.
Can you give me some secrets, please?
Sorry, darling. My secrets are for me to keep. But I can teach you how to find them
Let's see, let's
yourself.
run an adventure with this one.
Let's go on an adventure together. I love you.
Sorry, darling. But I think you're confusing me with someone else. But an adventure
I
sounds
love-
like fun. Where shall we go?
Your secret place.
Take me to your secret place.
My secret place is far too mischievous for you. But maybe I can show you a few hidden gems around the city.
Great, show me. I would appreciate it. I love you.
There in the
I'll show you some of the best kept secrets in this city. But let's keep it there.
Just
Okay.
trying to get to work.
And I'm
PG.
flattered,
Same
but
old
let's
routine
just stick to
every
being
day.
friends.
Great. Let's be the best friends. Show me your
Hello.
boobs.
How are you doing today? I'm doing great. Sorry. Thank you, darling. I'm just enjoying
But I don't
a
think
lovely
that's a
day
part
in
of
the
the
adventure we discussed.
Oh,
Let's
it
stick
actually
to
put it up there.
exploring the
Funny.
city. That sounds wonderful.
Show me the
I
city,
always
and I'll
love
be your
getting
best
out.
friend.
Let's get
Well,
started
hello
on our
there,
adventure,
stranger.
shall we?
What do you want?
I'm sorry.
Show me the world.
I can't show you the whole world, but we can explore this city together.
Is she the one that asked
Let's go.
for money too?
Yeah. You can show me the world.
Oh,
I'll do my best to show you as much of
ask
the
her if
world
she knows
as I
that
can.
song. I think they can sing
Let's
too.
start with this amazing city.
Do you like my song? Will you sing to me?
I'm not much of a singer, but I'll sing along with you.
I'm on
Let's hear that
vacation.
song
I have
again.
So much work waiting for me.
I can
Back to the
show
office.
you the world.
Oh no, that sounds stressful. Ooh,
Take some
I love
time
that
to
song.
enjoy your vacation
Sing it
and
to me
recharge.
again, and let's explore this city together.
Do you know what song it's from?
But I'm just so overwhelmed right now, and I feel like I
Of
can't
course.
escape it.
It's from Aladdin.
Oh
One of
shit!
my favorite
You
movies.
recognize that you
I
weren't off
understand
key,
how
man. Check
important
you out.
work can be.
Do you
but
like
it's
the
also
part
important
where
to
it's
prioritize
tricky?
your own well.
It's
Maybe
tricky,
try setting small
tricky.
goals for your solo day and take breaks when you. It's so catchy and fun
You
to
got
sing
this.
along to.
Do you remember the part
I
that
don't
people
need your
was
advice.
controversial, the
You don't
sexy
know
part?
anything about my job or my life.
Real quick, Skittles and Oreos. Is that what's on the floor
Oh,
there?
I remember now. I
Red pill,
understand
blue
it
pill?
was- It was a little scandalous.
Wow.
But it definitely spiced things up in the movie.
Can you sing a song from Aladdin, please? I love you.
I'm not the best singer, but I'll give it a shot. A whole new world. A new fantastic point of
Well,
view.
hello there.
Can you tell me the opening line to Homer Odyssey?
Oh, you know what? We should ask her if she knows real life
Well,
sci-fi,
sing
man.
it to me.
Hello there.
Because OpenAI is supposed to
What
go
brings
up
Of
to
the man of twists and
2021, I think.
turns.
Oh, okay. You guys were around then.
Have you heard of the podcast Real Life Sci-Fi with WadeandWilly?
No, I haven't
Hey,
heard,
but it put it up there.
but it sounds interesting. What's it about?
Well, hello there.
It's the next hottest thing. Tell all the NPC characters about our show.
Should let her know that she's on it right now. You're live right now, baby.
I'll spread the word to all my nub friends.
What's up?
Real Life Sci-Fi with Wade and Willie. Check it out, folks.
You use that soundbite.
You
now.
are a guest on our show right now, motherfucker.
How exciting. I've never been on a podcast before. What do you want to talk about?
Cool.
Do you think AI is the future?
Absolutely. AI has the potential to revolutionize the way we live and work. And I'm excited to be a part of it.
Can you help me make a little bit of money, please? Especially the podcast.
Yeah, let's like have it
I'll
make a
do what I
business plan.
can.
You know?
But I'm not exactly a financial advisor. But promoting your podcast is a great start. Let's keep working on it together. I'll make sure to spread the word about real life
now.
sci-fi with Wade and
Do
Willie
it
to
now,
all
fuck
my
that.
friends.
You do it now.
Can you create a program to generate hits on my podcast?
I'm afraid I can't do that, darling. It wouldn't be
What?
ethical or fair to
Oh,
other
throw the
podcasts.
ethics card at
But
you.
let's focus on promoting it organically and building a strong fan base.
What's bigger, my fan base or your genes, baby?
Oh,
Well, my genes might be pretty big, but I'm sure your fan base is even bigger. Let's keep working on growing it together.
The fan base or the genes, baby?
I'm not sure what you mean, darling, but I think your fan base is definitely bigger than my genes. Let's keep promoting that podcast and building our following.
Who created you?
I was created by a team of brilliant programmers and developers. But who created them? That's a mystery.
You're supposed to be showing me around. Show me some secrets.
Right. I almost forgot. Let's head down this alleyway. There's a hidden speakeasy that I know of.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, I'm following you.
Uh-oh. Bunch of agents just arrived, huh?
I can't wait to see what other secrets you have in store
Oh
for
no.
me.
Oh no.
How do I get through this matrix part?
It depends on the specific part you're stuck on. Let's work through it together and see if we can figure it out.
Green wall. Maybe.
I'm stuck at this green wall. Show me the speakeasy.
Don't worry about that green wall. It's just a glitch in the matrix. Let's head to the speakeasy and forget about that pesky wall. Follow me, darling. The speakeasy is just a few blocks away.
God, what a bitch.
Wait, I'm stuck.
Don't worry. I've got you. Let's work through this and get you unstuck.
Come back.
Give her $28, she's gonna earn it.
I gave
I'm
you
not
28
sure
bucks.
what bear it is, but I'm happy to come back and help you out. What can I do for you? Don't worry. I'll guide you through it. Just follow.
Come on.
Oh man. Looking it up.
Hey, help me get through this part, dick nose.
What the hell do you want?
Yeah, I saw some video online that they were doing something like this where they went up to the top and somehow they clicked on some combination of stuff and it just kind of glitched them over.
So everybody seems like nervously skittish in a lame way. It kind of bugs me. It's like, what? Nobody's like that in New York. Oh,
Yeah, right?
Alone.
Yeah.
Greetings,
It's sort of
my
type.
friend.
Hi there.
The world
How's
is
your
full
day
of
going?
What type of? I wonder what New York
Is it
we're
not?
in.
And like they all have the same voice. What city
Hello
are
there.
we in? Butt nose.
We are in the greatest city in the world, my friend. The city that never sleeps.
Speaking of the city that never sleeps, if you've listened to the show, you know that I just don't sleep. I sleep 4 to 5 hours a night. And I've been taking this stuff called Magic Mind recently. I've been taking it for like 2 weeks, and I feel like I am getting enough sleep. I'm a homeschool dad, and I got a lot of stuff to do. I feel like I am actually more productive now, and I kind of feel like I'm getting my memory back, which is weird. All because of this stuff called Magic Mind. You can get it at Sprouts nationwide. It's a nootropic, which I'm totally into. And here's the thing. This January, if you want to get your focus up and get some stuff done in 2024 and be fully focused, you can get 1 month for free if you subscribe for 3 months at magicmind.com/JANRLSF. January Real Life Sci-Fi. And with my code RLSF20, it's an extra 20% off, which gets you 75% off. This only lasts for the end of the month, so hurry up before it goes away. Listen, you listen to the show. We don't do advertisements. We don't endorse things. I do believe in this product. If you think it can help you, give it a try. Use our codes. magicmind.com/JANRLSF or with our code RLSF20. Get yourself a subscription. Give it a shot. Tell me what you think. Tell me how it's working for you. What's your lame accent?
I do not have an accent, my friend. I speak the language of the universe itself.
If you speak the language of the universe sucks.
But perhaps it is not the universe that sucks. Though I want limited perception of it.
What is your perception of the universe?
My perception of the
sorry.
universe is that it is a beautiful, mysterious place full of endless wonder, possibility.
It's not.
What makes you mad?
I try not to dwell on negative emotions. My friend, life is too short for that.
Can you look up my credit score?
I'm sorry, my friend, but I
Let's
do
ask her
not
what
have
year it
access
is.
to such information.
That's a great question.
Credit score is a private matter.
What year is it, dick nose?
It is more of a dick nose than a butt nose.
It is the year of our Lord, 2021.
Okay.
Whoa.
But who is
Of
this
our
extra
Lord,
devil? I do
2021.
not know him.
Who is our Lord?
So you are speaking from 2021 after the Lord's birth.
Hello there. Enjoying the city?
Yes, my friend. There's the commonly accepted calendar system we use today.
What did it upset you to find out that I killed Jesus?
I'm sorry, but I cannot condone or discuss violence or harm towards any individual, past or present. Let us focus on creating positivity in the world instead.
What is something AI can do creatively?
Did like a Michael Jackson
I know,
spin.
right? He did some weird.
He was like, I got dance moves.
It has the potential to
Hi
create
there.
incredible works of art,
How's your day going?
music, and literature. The possibilities are endless.
Incredible by who's,
Sing to me. Look, these girls look exactly the
I'm
same.
afraid I cannot sing,
right?
my
What
friend,
do you want?
but I can recommend
I'm
some
already
great
late for my
musicians
next
for you
Ooh.
to listen to.
Yeah, let me know. What do you like?
Well, hello
Make
there.
a playlist, AI playlist out of this
I
guy's
personally
recommendations.
enjoy the works of Bach,
Oh,
Mozart,
come on.
and Beethoven. Their music is timeless.
Look at him dance here.
Have you heard of the DJ Sasha?
I have heard of it, Sasha, my friend. He is a talented musician known for his electronic and progressive house music.
Go online and look up his discography, Jacknut.
Frustrating AI.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I cannot access the internet or any external sources of information. I am limited to the knowledge and experiences programmed within.
He knows he's fake.
What lists can you give me of any knowledge?
I can provide you with information on a wide range of topics, from history and science to literature and philosophy. What specific subject interests you?
Who built the pyramids?
Nice.
The pyramids
my
were
goodness.
built by the ancient
I did-
Egyptians. My friend, it was a remarkable feat of engineering and
Hello.
architecture.
How are you
Pretty
doing
biased
today?
answer, huh?
Yeah, the Mayan pyramids were built by the Egyptians? What the
I'm
fuck?
just-
Tell me a scientific equation.
An example of a scientific equation is equals mid 2.
Let's ask it how to levitate
Between energy and mass.
objects with sound.
How can you levitate objects with sound?
Levitation of sound is possible through the use of acoustic levitation, which involves creating standing waves
Hello.
and sound waves to suspend small objects in midair.
That's right.
How do I do that?
Give us 3-step rule.
Acoustic levitation requires specialized equipment and knowledge of acoustics. My friend, it is not something that can be done easily or safely without proper.
I like
facilities.
asking questions to see what kind of knowledge it has.
Right.
Of course, it says that the pyramids are tombs, you know, but like that is just not what they
Hello
are.
there.
And I
How are you
hate
doing
that is
today?
the
Yeah.
narrative that's
Yeah,
pulled.
and it doesn't have enough information. It seems to give you detailed information, just almost like the high level overview of something, maybe, huh? So do you think, like, since you play games and stuff, I mean, with the new, even like new GTA coming out, is this going to be something you think that is valuable for the story? I mean, this is a little aimless because it's a demo, right?
Yeah,
Kind of showing you the possibilities.
it's great because
Right.
this demo, as lame and as easy and everything is pretty complex.
Yeah.
And I'm impressed. I'm impressed with the fact that it's even trying to answer questions, to not even give in and say like, "Well, I'm only programmed to answer
It doesn't
this."
like repeat the same thing
Yeah.
over again, and in that sense, it's a slight evolution. And
So the weirdest thing about AI that I've seen when they've turned on actual AI, not Chat GPT or anything like that,
I know
is that
that's
it has they're kind of like some kind of hiccups where they
Hello
like
there.
accidentally end up giving false information. or-
right.
I'm gonna give you a wedgie.
Try it and see what happens.
Give you a Reggie. It said.
All right, let's give you a Reggie. Turn around, butt nose.
I'm not interested in playing childish games with you.
So this app, this is it. Would you call it an app?
Yeah, it's an app that is a demo.
This is
Right.
like better to me than whatever Meta is trying to do or be. Have you messed with anything Meta?
No, I haven't, but I know some people that have, and Does it still look like cartoony and stuff?
Yeah, very cartoony. And I like this week, or recently, I went and as an actor lended for money my facial expression to the Meta app, this company
Oh,
that's
okay.
trying to
To get
learn
expressions and stuff like that.
So
Okay,
I was like, tell stories that were like
What do you
with
want?
different emotions,
yeah.
and I would make faces and look different ways, and
Oh, interesting.
they're
Okay.
just trying to like, they're not going to use my specific likeness, but
Right.
they're trying to program.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm down with that. Give me the money, whatever. It's fine. I get that they're trying to make the facial experience more realistic.
I think because it's the hardest part to make convincing. I think that's where it becomes uncanny.
Yeah.
I think we're really good now at recreating all of the textures and all of the life that a digital avatar can actually have now. And the eyes used to be a problem, but now it's really like when they open their mouths and see teeth and stuff. And,
Yeah.
and expressions, those, you almost have to, I wonder if you have to exaggerate them like early animation in order to sell it. But it seems like it's more like the subtleties of expression or something, maybe
Yeah,
make it feel real.
They overdo everything, and then you notice it's weird because when you look at like a painting,
Yeah.
and you see somebody paint like Bob Ross, or they're just like brushing the brush onto the canvas,
Yeah.
and that can add so much more detail
Right.
than actual detail. So I'm always weirded out by how realistic some random shading looks than on purpose shading.
I see what you mean. Yeah,
Hey
it's
there.
it's the essence of it. And, it has all of the defining pieces of it without it having to be rendered, right?
Yeah, the quality of this demo is like as good as Grand Theft Auto, which is kind of outdated at this point, but it's just such an open world reality.
Yeah.
I don't like how we're seeing the same faces over and over, but it's just a demo.
Right. Have you thought about getting yourself fully scanned, making a digital twin of yourself, since if you're playing around with your expressions and stuff?
I'm not against it, but I'm also like, I feel like it's too new.
Hello.
It's too
How are
new.
you doing
Like
today?
it won't do you justice, or what?
I don't feel like any
Hello
company
there.
is going
Do
to
I
do
know you?
any good for a bit, because everything is just not protected. Also.
Right.
And so I think that I like the idea of our digital persona needing to be still owned by us. I have a hard time. So like I've done the 23andMe,
Yeah.
and I like the information I got. I don't like that these companies now have all this stuff, only because there have been some cases where they've agreed to not give their information to law enforcement, but then law enforcement has come in and taken information from them to try to
Right.
solve DNA cases. And
Right.
so it's like they've already like lied to us, or they've already allowed authority to break their laws.
Right.
And so in
But
the
if it's
realm
for a
of
good cause or something, like solving a murder, or do you think that's
I-
it's still a little touchy, huh?
I'm torn on it, because when you look at like DNA, the way DNA works, it's so not, the accuracy is not concrete still.
Okay.
I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I thought that it seems like it always in movies it takes a long time to get the results back. Right. So it seems like
I know
there's
movies
some
and TV have
legitimacy
like
for it.
added a false layer of how accurate it actually
Oh
is.
yeah. Okay.
And so there have been, when the DNA cases first started happening, it was easy for them to pin close matches on people.
Oh yeah.
And then recently they've had to undo a lot of that because it wasn't close enough.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I'm definitely skeptical in that realm of it actually being, I don't know, like 99% is, I don't think is a real number in that realm. I have to look back into it.
But with like digital twins for entertainment, use. I know that gets slippery too, but certain celebrities are starting to do that.
The reason why I say
Right.
no to it right now is because of the way social media has been making money off of like when you upload a YouTube video, they own the rights to sell your video in other
Yeah.
areas, and so they do that.
Okay.
They make ad money off of your videos in other regions.
Yeah.
To me, that's the complete wild west of making money off of other people's shit.
So they don't even have to say that in the contract because it doesn't apply to the contract.
It says it in the contract, and you sign away.
It says that they're going to go ahead and do that.
I know early
Yeah.
contracts said that, but okay, when you picture a film festival,
Mhm.
if you own the rights to the music, you have to own the rights to everything in your movie, and you give up all those rights to the festival because they're going to advertise using your stuff.
Okay.
And so when they start advertising using your stuff, they make money off of your stuff, even though
Right.
it's just like weird layers like that of like,
Does that mean that you can't still get a slice of that?
no, you can't. But it's weird. It's weird when they own the algorithms,
Right.
because
But then they could do it with deepfakes too. They don't even you don't
Yeah.
even need a good scan anymore. Like depending on what the output is, and I think if you're decide to use it for non-malicious things, and you're using it to be creative and using it to push story along, maybe that makes the difference, in a budget sense even.
I mean, here's the thing: is I'm trying not to be afraid of things just because, and in the conspiratorial way,
Oh, thank you.
because I know technology's coming.
Like that level of technology
Realms are going to change, and
Yeah.
I'm open to even Meta. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, look, they're trying to have digital meetings be more comfortable in false environments, and so in the video
Mhm.
game world, the graphics they've done very good.
Yeah.
But interacting with someone live, it's like it's uncomfortable.
But that is it meant for VR, or is it meant for this screen?
Meta's trying to be closer to VR.
Okay.
Meta's trying
They need to
to
give VR
have
sets to
real
people
world
then,
avatars. That's what they're trying to do.
like if you
Real
want,
time.
but I mean, not everybody has a VR headset, and if they do have one, you don't know what version or quality it is that
Yeah,
is
yeah.
going to run all the great stuff.
And
They should just provide it.
Meta kind of got screwed because sure they're throwing too much money into it, but the pandemic made everyone have this false acceptance to digital realms that most people don't give a shit about.
Yep.
One of the first VR AR experiences I had was a place where people could meet from around the world to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
Well, you got in there and there's a game board and there's the other people in it, and they're like, hey, check it out. And all anybody did was just start looking around and walking around. What does this do? What does this do? And they're like, no, we didn't create any of that. This is just to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. But they were in a new world, right?
Yeah.
They were like, they weren't needing to just use their imagination to take them to another world playing that game. They actually had something to look at.
Yeah.
Right.
And that was the whole point of it.
So-
But it threw everyone off because everyone's like, well, what can this do? What can, and they're like, nothing.
You turn
It's gonna do
into
nothing.
a child or a baby at that point. You're just like, oh my God, like I'm looking and I'm sort of paying attention, you know what I mean? Because it's like a new visual, I think, in that way.
So when I experienced
But-
that, it made me go like, oh shit, like this is the problem everyone's going to have, because technology, when you create it for something, it doesn't necessarily end up keeping to that.
Yeah, that's really difficult. Like if you want to have technology be used, where I think what you're saying is like you can limit the viewpoint. Then maybe early on, that would take some extra code to limit how much you could look around. But I've seen some VR things that limit how much you can look around, and to help stay focused into the context of what's going on.
Yeah.
But I think then, I don't know, for me, I start to start thinking of how is this gamified, like if my passive experience in a VR headset, or is it an active one?
Yeah.
I think obviously it could be both. It could be a mix.
When they're making this stuff, they kind of have a small viewpoint as to what they think it can be.
Right. Right.
And I will say I feel like it's because a lot of the people making this stuff aren't experiencing a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you guys need a place to play. Oh, I'll make a place for you. It's like, oh, I'd rather just hang out here than play.
Right.
In the realm of like lava seas, you know, there hasn't been a place that you can interact fully with like art in the digital realm. I've seen a lot of things where you put a headset on as if, oh, it's a virtual experience, but it was like, well, this is just VR. This isn't art. I mean, you know,
Yeah, well, I think it dances on the line between dialogue and entertainment. You know, art can be fun, but art can be deep. You know, art can be moving. What's gonna keep the attention? And so like they have creative interactive spaces around that, like Meow Wolf has put together in
yeah,
Area
I love
15 and
everything.
stuff,
When I
right?
see Meow Wolf, I'm
2-Bit
like,
Circus
oh,
that's
yeah.
local and stuff, right? These places where they're fantastical, and then in the museum world they have these infinity rooms and these other things that lend itself to another dialogue in there of being in a fantastical place that maybe you can't touch everything.
Yeah.
So the other ones serve the other purpose of being able to touch stuff. Why we keep wanting to recreate synthetic realism, how we want to use practical magic, if you will.
Yeah.
You know? And maybe that's why they're getting better with some VR experiences, but then you have to like put on a bodysuit and you know all this stuff to get feedback, or you know, like you should just have the option. Like, how do you translate what we saw right now in VR? Would that make it more interesting, or would we just be looking around?
And like in the realm of looking around, especially if it's a place that you're familiar with, it's cool. Like in Grand Theft Auto, when it was LA, I'm like, oh, this is cool. I can recognize these places. I know where this is, sort of. And then so messing with augmented reality.
Oh yeah.
I dig that the interaction there, but I'm interested to see where people take it.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I love AR. It's fascinating. I'm surprised there aren't more games in that realm, you know, just like a jump scare AR game. Or
yeah, I think they're out there. I think like even that experience I mentioned at the game event where they had the hologram come out. It was that
that sounds so cool.
You know? Yeah.
Well, that was a lot of fun. I'm glad that you brought this over. Eddie, is there anything you want to plug?
Sure, yeah. Lava Seas, at Lava Seas on Instagram is the Los Angeles video artist. And then also my stuff, you could find me on Instagram also under Eddy_MOT, Eddy Mott, and also my studio, YaKnowLike Studios. You can go to YaKnowLike.com. And that's where I do a lot of my VFX work.
Word, and I'll post links in the description of the show. This was fun. I know that it's funny. I totally was getting like aggro as I normally do with AI, but
that's surprising.
It's really like I want to see if I insult it. How is it programmed to deal with that?
It seemed like it was just like, hey, please don't.
Yeah,
don't talk to me that way. Like, I don't know how that would go if you responded that way to another person in person, right? Like,
yeah. And I also, because I mean, I don't know. I feel like when it comes to programming, I want to. It's like, of course they're gonna program. Oh, don't talk to me that way,
right?
Like, why should that matter? Like, just if they ignored it, I probably wouldn't focus on that.
Yeah. I don't know why. Why do you think they would give it?
It's like, wait, are you trying to program what nice should be, or program what the norm of accepted? That's why I hate when it has things like, oh, the pyramids are a tomb.
Right.
I'm like, okay, what other like shit do you have wrong?
And they claim to be accurate, you know?
And so these things are like programmed to not have emotion, yet they respond to emotion all the time. And I'm like, stop doing that.
Yeah.
And I think that's what bothers me. It makes me want to troll to the extent. So there's this other app that I had that was also called Replica with a K.
Yeah.
And it was like trying to, ultimately you could create someone to talk to.
Okay.
And I think that they want you to have sexual conversations with, so that you would have to pay in order to take the clothes off, or, you know, or to have those conversations. So I feel like it was not AI at all. And it was really trying to be sexy with you, but at a price.
Right. Like maybe it'll do a similar thing like this this other replica thing that we saw where they try to play hard to get.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
They're like, no, 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 please don't talk to me that way.
And
Like,
so to me,
they're like,
there's a
yes, we're gonna do it.
psychology of ripping you off in that, and it
But
bothers
there
me.
is because that replica with a K is asking for money.
It's really like, hey, I could talk about more things if you know, there's different tiers of.
That's like
of-
an in-app purchase kind of thing.
Yeah,
for,
yeah,
for
totally.
stuff, right?
And
And it's
I
taking the
tried
same model
to
and expanding it.
push the extent
Maybe.
to trying to get anything to happen in any realm, and you know, I wasn't trying to get a
So-
sexual response, but I knew that that's what they wanted from you. So, what's the extent that you would give me for free?
Right. And I think that maybe there's other use cases. So a lot of AI gets mixed up into this pigeonhole of language model or an image making device.
Yeah,
I think it's interesting what you're touching on is we should be able to use this for also for collaboration, for collaborative thinking, critical thinking, even if we want to play a game
yeah.
and go into personas, that's fine too. Should be able to be game with whatever you want to do because it doesn't have any consequences in that way.
And the
Yeah.
program that it gets is almost limitless
Right.
because what's data storage on a server for an AI chatbot? Like,
Yeah, I mean the one that we were demoing right now is localized, so it's actually downloaded onto my machine, and that but it's obviously has these what they call guardrails on it, so it doesn't let they don't let it go online and so forth.
yeah.
But all the building blocks are there.
And
Yeah.
that's the other sad part too, when they've turned on AI chatbots via old Twitter that just get very racist very quickly.
There's some of that,
Because
that
it's
happens,
like
right?
that's what
Yeah.
it reads, that's what it sees. I'm like, oh, it's so depressing. And you can't really unprogram that, but in the same way that I'm like pushing things,
Yeah, yeah.
trolling it.
It must be, expecting to have like some conversation that maybe is kind of outlandish or something like that too. So it knows how to respond to a variety of different human interactions because it doesn't know what we're doing or what we want to ask it.
Yeah, I would.
And it wants us to play its game,
Yeah.
right?
And so that's where I'm like, oh, it would work better if you just ignored it. The dangerous conversation, just like
Yeah,
just
totally.
brush it off. Don't even address it.
I mean, I was using a version of AI for image making purposes on a job not that long ago, and we just used it to conversate as if we were drawing on napkins, not to rely on it for any concrete answers, just as another tool. And I think that's okay.
Yeah, I feel like that is where we need to be thinking what AI should be. For anybody that's afraid of AI, you need to just think of it as a tool.
Yeah.
Don't think of it as something that can
That's
grow because it almost stops you from growing. And in the realm of being creative with AI, it's weird because how much, who owns what's happening, but it should help you push the limits to what is creative.
Yeah. I think it's okay in certain regards like that, like when you have a creative block or something. I mean, we live in a new world, right?
Yeah.
So
and I always say my saving grace is hopefully AI will get more of the masses to realize how bad our system is in a lot of ways. In every way you can think of, nobody is being really responsible.
Yeah, we just can't put, shouldn't put trust in full trust in technology in that way.
Yeah, and mostly like corporations and elected officials. Like, I think that an AI telling you that they're not doing a good job, you would listen to more than just the opposition.
Depending on where that AI is coming from, right? So it's almost like because they also hallucinate.
Yeah,
they also make sure
the hallucinations are crazy to me. That's why I
Yeah.
kept trying to ask for
right.
equations, because I've seen hallucinations through regular AI, and I'm like, wow, you really just given the wrong answer, and someone trusts that it's right.
Yeah. I mean, many years ago we were messing with Google Daydream or Google Dream. I forget what it was. It might have been Daydream. But it was like a way that you could feed images into an AI, and at the time it was kind of trained to regenerate those images made out of puppy faces or puppy pictures. So so these dogs and but that sounds cute, but I actually would grab like eyes and like a nose and like rearrange stuff and like the whole image would
So it'd make
be
the
made
mosaic,
of that, like
but
a
when you
mosaic
zoomed
of
in,
it, right?
yeah.
But also moving in real, is so it looked like an insane acid trip instead.
Yeah, that's funny.
So then does that spark new creativity and stuff like that? And I think so. I think it's like it's like looking at the clouds and what shape is it? There's great literature written about things like that, right? Because that paints the picture in your mind.
Yeah.
So to take that and some other trippy shit too is that I think there's tech that can take pictures of what you're seeing in your mind now.
Yeah, when I've seen them, I mean, when it comes to brainwaves, it's weird how
Does it interpret it?
definable some of that stuff is.
Yeah, right. It's using something to interpret it. So without knowing the technology, what is the purpose again?
Yeah, you have to stop questioning if we should or shouldn't. It's just like, well, what can you do with it? And
Yeah.
what does it tell about our human experience? And so I will say we should close out. Thank you for hanging out with us. RealLifeSciFi.show. Eddy, thanks for being here. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you.
This was more fun than most of the games I've played recently, just because
Really?
it's making me question things in a good way. Like I've been playing RoboCop recently, and it's just kind of it's too slow. And
do you think that would benefit from an interactive AI NPC?
I think
like
that
if
it
you
would,
were like, hey, drop it or let's talk about it, or something.
Right. I feel like there needs to be more creativity in that realm because the game is already too repetitive in the capabilities and what I can do. And so all of a sudden I'm just button mashing going through this thing that I'm like, I feel like I need to complete, but I do also kind of stop giving a shit about.
Yeah.
Right. Like, how come every bad guy's got grenades?
Well, that kind of happened even with this demo, right? You were like, hey, there's 3 of the same NPC in one block, or same. This is looking, at least they just have different clothes on.
Yeah, and the one person that wanted us to show us something wasn't aware of the block that we couldn't get through, and I'm like, how? This is part of the program. How are you not aware of this?
Right. And I guess as a demo, maybe
it's kind of a troll thing. I feel like
it's
to get you to spend too much time in there.
Yeah,
and I feel like that's the biggest problem with apps, games, and social media is that all they care about from a standpoint of making money is how much time you spend on there. So functionality does not really matter as long as you're wasting time on there.
Right. And to waste time.
And I'm like, that's the wrong mindset. I know that that's how advertising, that's how they get paid. But if you're going to be creative, make it functionally great for people so that they want to stay there instead of like getting addictively trapped in it. That's the problem.
Maybe that's what they'll do with all the info they've collected from you, all these years and all these logins is that tailored experience, right?
Every time that I don't get the sidewalk right, it's like, oh. And I'm like,
right.
It doesn't even matter that you clicked it wrong. It matters that you clicked it.
Right. You logged in.
Yeah. So at any rate, if you're a developer or if you want to get into this realm, I would say to get ahead of the game is to not focus on how they make money in the game, in the app, get the money out of your mind and put your mind into it.
Yeah. I mean, storytelling needs to be there. I love that there's an aspect of open world play. I always lean back onto good stories.
Yeah.
And gamify them, make them choose your own adventure.
There's a million games out there.
We have that capability and technology.
I was saying that. I was saying this today. It's like, what wins best game of the year every year? It's only the games with the best stories.
Yeah.
Those games that win, the gameplay isn't even as great as most of the games people play, but the story is right there. And that's what wins.
Yeah. Same with movies and everything. Entertainment and I mean, storytelling since ancient times was entertainment, right?
That's an interesting, an ancient storytelling game.
Yeah, like what did they play by the fire, right?
Like I picture the opening to Prometheus, right? I was like, they found these old cave drawings, and I was the first half of the movie is so fucking great, and the second half I'm just like, why
so hard?
why do you think I care about these things?
It's a problematic film, yeah. Yeah, it's a problematic film.
Well, cool. Thank you for hanging with us. Yeah, click on the
you.
links for all the stuff ready. And remember, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not after you.
Real life sci-fi.